Good afternoon, Mr. Break. Thank you for your time for our interview. Today, our interview topic is about the value and communication in China. I heard that in China, male play a very important role in the society, so it still be the same or not?
Yes, I think male actually play more roles in the society more than female still. However, it has changed already. Female tend to have more roles as well, but in a more like high level of management, as in a company or any industry, male has more power than female. Yes.
And what do you think about single child policy in China?
For single child policy, nowadays it's still there, but they already changed because due to the society, more old people, and then there's less young people for next generation. So the government have created a new policy which certain provinces can have 2 children nowadays. But in the past, which is my mom's generation, I only have 1 child, as me and my cousins, all of them have only 1 child. I think the 1 child policy in some way is a positive thing, which control the population of one country and then didn't waste of resources, which you can see China now is still, even though they have a single child policy, right, and they still have a huge population, which is very difficult for the country to grow in the future as well.
Is it rude to ask person in your first meet that ask them about the personal information?
For first meet, I don't think anyone would to ask if like very personal information when we first meet. In a sense, if he or she does ask, it's in a sense of unpolite, and people won't feel comfortable to talk to him or her anymore because personal information kind of sense in private life, you know. They don't want, not everyone knows about their private life, and so it is kind of rude to ask personal information at the first meet.
In China, it is fine to talk about politics in the public area.
Politics in China is kind of a very sensitive topic, because as you know, China is a communism country, which only one party controls a whole country, and when there's one party, you can do limited things, which there's no right or wrong choice for you. You know, the government says yes, then the public have to accept, even though public doesn't want it, but they have no power to fight back, and it is kind of not possible to discuss politics in the public area, but however you can discuss with maybe your friends or your family, and in the public, which people does not dare to discuss, which may get them into trouble.
Do you think the way that you communicate with your friend is different when you're talking to your family?
Yeah, of course. When you talk to your elders and your parents or family members, you have to show the sense of respect. And when you talk to your friends, it's more like relaxed, and then kind of like Thai culture as well. And when you talk, for Chinese, we have just one set of language, right? There's no hierarchy in Chinese language, but for Thai there is hierarchy. So we show respect by using like more polite word, but not using like respect word as in hierarchy system. But it's very different when you communicate with family member or parents than communicate with friends.
In China, it has a language barrier in each province because they speak this different accents.
Yes, there's a language barrier between each province. As you know, China is a big country, right? And there's people from different race as well. And they have every province actually have their own language. Maybe sometimes it's maybe the accent, but everybody speak Mandarin. Mandarin is like mean way to communicate with people from different provinces. And when they speak Mandarin, they might have a little bit accent some way, and then for some people it's difficult to understand. But most of the part we can communicate like friendly, no problem. And for the province, like their own language, which is impossible to understand.
Okay, Mr. Break, thank you for your time and have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye-bye.